Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We are here in Portimao on the car variant of the circuit of the Algarve. Absolutely terrific track. I do prefer the motorcycle variant, but to be honest with you, it's still more or less the same apart from turn 1. We're going to be on board the MV Agusta F4 RM, and this is the Soul of Competitions group in Ride 4 career mode. Now, I've stumbled upon this quite a few times and I've realised that there was some nice tracks to contend with using the MV Agusta and even another bike towards the end of the video. So the MV Agusta now, braking very early into the Tour VIP, and now I actually did this after I was playing GP bikes, so I was a little bit twitchy on the bike, let's say. It's definitely a different game, Ride 4, compared to GP bikes. It felt odd coming back to this after absolutely thrashing it on GP bikes and giving it my all. It was fun to jump back onto Ride 4 and feel the difference. The first thing I noticed was the bikes were very light compared to GP bikes. But nonetheless, still felt great to be back on Ride 4, giving it everything I've got here as we turn left for the Greg Jones corner. And I'm braking very early for turn 11, which is Portimao, and hooking it nicer. Just a little bit of a twitch there as well, because I thought I was going to go on the rumble strip. I'm not a big fan of riding the rumble strip on this particular track, so I did just give it a little bit of a flick to avoid riding the rumble strip in its entirety. So I'll flick it again now here for turn 13. Oh, that's why I don't like going on the rumble strip too much on this particular track. There's now 8:15 here in Portimao as we turn right for 14, Sagres. That's another one you'll have to let me know in the comment section on how to pronounce. As we now hold it right for the very long right hander, keep holding it right and gently bring on the throttle until you see the rumble strip and then fire with the entirety of the throttle. Just gently lift off the throttle there as you lift over the rise there, because sometimes too much throttle can send you wheeling. So moving on to race number 1 of 2 in this video. It's going to be right here in the Virginia Raceway circuit. Starting from the back of the grid on board the MV Agusta F4 RM. Alongside us, Peter Akos and Alfred Backstrom. But on the back of the grid is Backstrom, got a fantastic start, and I think he's up to about 8th or 9th. He's actually going to go up on the inside a few more riders there. So brilliant stuff from the Swedish man. Oh, there's carnage already! 2 riders down in the space of 1 corner. Tommy Edwards and the German, didn't see his name, something Marcus Steppen or something like that. He's chewing the grass and the gravel now, spitting bits of tarmac and grass out of his teeth. As we go around the outside of Jade Wright, the American, as we're going to go flick on the inside as well of Peter Akos. Brilliant stuff so far as we move ourselves up into 7th place on board the MV Agusta. Really enjoying this MV Agusta, but it does love to wheelie, so be careful. But we're going to go around the outside of the Argentinian. Brilliantly done to Simon Bellucci. Can Bellucci get back on the inside? It's not going to be able to. We have Michael D'Angelo in our sight now. A little bit of an overtaking point here in turn 10, but I actually thought better of it, because we almost made contact with the American. Wouldn't be great to send us both skittling out of this Grand Prix, so it's a good job we went for the outside manoeuvre here as we just cut off his nose as we turn it right and then flick it left for turn 16 as Alfred Backstrom started at the back of the grid with us, and he's already up to 4th place, and we are in 5th pursuing the Swedish rider. As we will gently bring on the throttle here and potentially go around the outside of him as Yolanda Ventura Cavallo is, went past him like a rocket. I'm guessing that's a woman because her name's Yolanda. Lots of women in the Ride 4 Championship, it seems. As we now flick it right into turn 1. No crashes here in this particular lap. With only 3 laps in this Grand Prix, we're now onto the penultimate lap already, and it is time to push forward to chase down Frank Jordan and Ben Wilson. Ben Wilson, their South African, leading this Grand Prix since the beginning, with Frank Jordan, the eager American, waiting and probing for his opportunity to make the move upon the South African. He's not close enough yet, he's a good couple of bike lengths away, so it's not going to be a chance for him, and I think that chance is going to go begging if there is one, because the DrAce is on the MV Agusta and he's going to fly past him now. Beautifully done on the man on the Suzuki. As we now take 2nd place, Ben Wilson is probably feeling the pressure now. We're getting closer and closer. We'll be able to hear my MV Agusta thrashing towards turn 11 and turn 12. As we do cut a little bit of the corner there. Was a little bit out of shape. That's quite alright. We're still going and we didn't gain any penalty time. This is fantastic. As we now turn right for the roller coaster. Get ready to flick it left for turn 16. It's now 10:30 here in Virginia. Beautiful track. Really enjoying it. Shout out to Damien. I think he requested this track just a few days ago. And I'm very eager to see how well we do in an endurance race here, so perhaps keep an eye out for an endurance race here in Virginia. So we'll continue to push forward. We're crossing the line now. That is the final lap has begun. Ben Wilson, can he defend? He's on the Ducati, of course he is. The bike of choice for everyone as we go up the inside of the man rocking the number 7. As we now take the lead and will continue to push forwards and continue to push him backwards by giving him the big don't argue. We're not going to get through on me, mate. We got through and we're not looking back. No, not even a glance. You are going to stay in second place. We've swapped. A fair trade is a fair trade. My second place for your first place, and now I'm in the lead with a second advantage. So we'll hold it right for the unoptimised corner, because it can be a little bit off camber this. You've got to be very careful braking into turn 9. If you do like to trail brake, that's a corner probably not to do it in. There's a little bit too much and you do slide out of the Virginia Grand Prix and back to the main menu. So turn 12, easily done. Turn 13, use the rumble strip if you have to. I tend to aim for that as a bit of a guide for the next corner. So as we come out into the roller coaster, really hook it in nice, following the racing line for turn 16. Continue to pull it left. A little bit of a twitch there because I thought it was going to go too left too far. As we drop down as the hog pen, hold it right once again for turn 19. Rock it towards turn 20 if there was one turn 20. But it doesn't matter, we've won this Grand Prix by a good second. Another victory for DrAce on board the MV Agusta. Big fan of this MV Agusta. I will definitely be using this again if the opportunity arises, but for now, we'll be moving on to the next Grand Prix with another victory, sitting top of the table, beat the Panigale and beat the BMW. So here we are, back in Suzuka. I was hoping not to say that very time soon, but here we are, Suzuka on board the Honda VFR 750, and away we go. Suzuki to our left, Kate Stewart to the left. Here I am, stuck in the outside with you. This carnage has been made already. Oh, I knew where that joke was going the second I said here we are on the left. As we now hold it right for the first corner, turn 2. I hate how that still says first corner, even though it's turn 2. Would technically be second corner, but anyway, digress. Back to the action for turn 3 of Snake, turn 4 of Snake, and get ready for turn 5 of Metal Gear Solid Snake, or Liquid Snake. Up to you which Snake you want to use. Solid as Snake, even from Metal Gear Solid 2, for the anti-bank curve of turn 6. Simon Bellucci didn't fare very well in the last Grand Prix. There's a crash already, didn't even see who that was. I was too busy. Oh, the carnage! Oh my goodness, that guy wheeled into oblivion. Bloody hell happened there. So that... Now, I actually did this Grand Prix about 6 times, and I restarted every single time because I didn't want anyone to crash. And they crashed every single time. Some of them, they crashed, literally every single one of them crashed into turn 2. So that got a restart. They all crashed in the final corner, so that got a restart. As again, someone else got, oh my goodness, in unison crashing between Kate Stewart and some other pillock who decided to drop the front into turn 2. And that is going to be the only bit of action we're going to see, I'm guessing, because Hirokazu Morikawa up ahead of us, the Japanese man in turn. Oh my goodness, Juan Lewis is now down, he's biting the gravel. I'm going to have to say this word again. The Japanese man is leading this Grand Prix for the time being. Oh my goodness, Hirokazu Morikawa. He's on, can't even see what bike it is, we're not going to be close enough. If DrAce moves his arse a little bit, we'll be able to see what the bike is. For the time being, we're going to be attempting to go around the outside, which, can we get around the outside? It was just an idea at first. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake, can you just stay on the bike a little bit longer, please? At least let me make a move. There's nothing worse than being inherited a Grand Prix win when the difficulty of the AI is still not high enough as it is. But nonetheless, 3 laps or 2.5 laps remaining, and we have a comfortable lead of about 5 seconds above Sarah Gessner. And keep an eye out on those timings behind us, because I guarantee Sarah Gessner, Juan Lewis, etc. are not going to stay there much longer. They're probably going to find a way to perish in some corner. Oh, it's happened. It's happened. Sarah Gessner's gone, and Johan Kloppers is now into 3rd place as Sarah Gessner rocketed down. She plummeted very hard down the list. As now Kazuo Waki is into 3rd place, the Japanese rider in his home Grand Prix, as we flick it right for the 2nd corner. So comfortable race for us so far on board the Honda VFR 750 on the RC30. Terrific bike. I think I mentioned this last time. I do really like this bike. So it's a pleasure to see this one come up again. Definitely be using this more often. Perhaps even for a time trial someday. But of course we'd still have the time trial active from the one in Okayama. And that was of course on the Honda NSR 250R. Beautiful bike and a fantastic track. Now I'll have to think about what the next opportunity is for another time trial event. Of course, the time trial event is keeping us all very active on Ride Force and enjoying it extremely much. Really enjoying it. There's Noah Fraser now. Noah Fraser did take 3rd place in the podium, and Noah Fraser seems to have gone down to 7th, so that's probably another crash. I'm surprised we've had no stutter in this game so far. Usually when the AI crashes, the stutter is horrendous. So it's good to see there's no issues with the stutter. Pleased to see that. And of course, being Suzuka, which we raced a couple of days ago in the World Superbike League's Championship, round 7, we always get away to the front and just disappear from the pack anyway, because they just don't seem to be competitive in Suzuka. I think they would be competitive if they didn't crash too much. But of course, that is just one of the things of Ride 4. Nonetheless, it's still a great game. I'm still having a lot of fun. And I do like it when they crash, because sometimes it is funny, and it certainly allows me to go a bit crazy with the commentary sometimes. But that is going to be another victory, and that'll be 3 events of the sole competition complete. So big wheelie to all the DrAce fans out there. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe. Be sure to leave me any comments about recommendations or video requests in there as well. Of course, hit the notification bell as well if you haven't done already. Best way to alert you to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Shout out to Boojang Bingana. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now, with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.